Hello, good morning everyone. We are continuing with our next unit, that is unit costing. Under that we have already completed two questions, and I will give you two questions in your homework. Now question number 4, which is quite important in the examination point of view. SEMA Limited wants to present a tender. Following information have been given to you. It means that it is a tender data and you have to prepare tender sheet on this basis. This information is for the current year and you have to prepare the next tender sheet on this basis. Prepare a tender cost sheet. So tender price of a product after considering additional information. You have to prepare a tender price sheet, cost sheet on the basis of tender price. So these are the information which is related to 2017. Now cost of material, again direct wages, rate of profit under the year ending 31st December 2017 is to be maintained by the company. It means that rate of profit in 2017 is same rate of profit we have to maintain in the year next year. It means in the year of tender. Yeah, these are the answer. So first we have to prepare cost sheet, and on the basis of cost sheet we have to prepare tender sheet. So cost sheet like same. First we have to prepare particular amount or total cost. Opening stock of raw material. Yes, this is the stock of raw material as on date 31st December. It means closing stock of previous year, because we have to prepare 17. Closing stock of previous year, it means opening stock of current year. Raw material 35,720. Now plus purchase of raw material. First we have to take raw material. Now purchase of raw material, we have to add purchase of raw material plus carriage inward. Yes, carriage inward is there. We have to add carriage inward. Now less closing stock. We have to find out the closing stock of raw material. Yes, stock of raw material, it is also considered as a opening stock of raw material. This is a raw material closing stock. We have to deduct 46,620 from this cost. Now plus direct wages. This is the direct wages we have to add. Now is there any direct expenses there in the data? No. So we have to make a total, that is it becomes a prime cost. Total of all these become prime cost. Now adding in a prime cost factory overhead. We have to add factory overhead in this prime cost. On this basis we have to find out the factory overheads. That is 1,03,675, which is directly given in the question. Now any other factory overhead is there. We have to add factory overhead in that particular prime cost. We are getting factory cost. Now under the factory cost we have to add office overhead. Here office overhead, which is already directly given in the question, so no need to worry about this factory overhead. We have to add factory overhead. Total of factory overhead is 1,03,675. We are getting factory cost. Now office overhead, we have to add office overhead. We are getting cost of production. In cost of production we have to add opening stock of finished goods, FG, finished goods. Opening stock of finished goods, which is already given in the question, finished goods, and closing stock of finished goods we have to deduct from that particular answer. Now opening stock add, closing stock let, we are getting cost of goods sold. The amount of cost of goods sold is 14,81,000. Add selling and distribution expense. If let's see any selling and distribution is given or not. Yes, sales of finished, yes, it is a sales given, not a expense. So selling and distribution expense is considered to be as a nil. Now we are getting total cost. Total cost is 14,81,000. Now we are adding profit is not given but sales is given. So the difference between total cost and sales, which is considered to be as a profit. So total cost is 14,81,000 and sales is 16,29,100. The difference between these two is profit. The profit is, let's see, we can say that 10% of cost is a profit. Now the cost sheet, which is already, we have put a data like previous question, that is in the question number 1, 2 and 3. Now this is the not only your answer. On this basis you have to prepare tender sheet. This is the cost sheet, mind you well, this is a cost sheet. Now on the basis of this you have to prepare a tender sheet. Only the data which is given, only two, that is cost of raw material and direct wages. We have to put cost of raw material in a tender sheet. This is a tender sheet. Cost of raw material and direct wages we have to put in our question is equal to prime cost. So we can say that prime cost which is given in the question, but all other expense which is not given in the question. So we have to find it out. Factory overhead. See, the formula of finding out factory overhead, if the data is not given in the question, like factory overhead, so we can say that factory overhead which is we have to find on this basis of cost sheet. So all the base of factory overhead should be considered on the basis of direct wages. If direct wages is given in the question, if it is given in the question, so we have to find it out. Yes, direct wages 4,14,700 and factory overhead is, yes, factory overhead 1,03,725. So the formula of finding out factory overhead would be percentage of factory overhead is equal to factory overhead divided by direct wages multiplied by 100. So we have to put factory overhead divided by direct wages multiplied by 100. So we are getting 25% would be the answer. It means 25% of factory overhead, 25% of direct wages will be considered as a factory overhead. So we are having direct wages 24,000 which is given in the question. The 20% of 24,000 would be 6,000. So it becomes factory overhead 25% of wages, 6,000 would be your answer. Same way we are adding factory overhead in the prime cost, we are getting factory cost 92,500. Now in a factory cost we have to add office overhead. How we can find out office overhead? Because office overhead is not given in the tender sheet. The percentage of office overhead would be again the same, office overhead divided by factory cost multiplied by 100 is equal to percentage of factory overhead. So factory overhead we have to find it out. Yes, 1,09,894 divided by factory cost multiplied by 100. So the answer would be 8%. Now it means that the 8% of factory cost would be your office overhead. So we can say that we are having factory cost, that is 92,500. 8% of 92,500, it means 8% of factory cost will become as office overhead for the tender sheet, that means 7,400. Now in a office overhead we are adding selling and distribution overhead, but the selling and distribution overhead here is also nil, so we cannot find out. If any data is given over here, then we are getting on the base of again factory cost. If it is given 10,000, then 10,000 divided by factory cost multiplied by 100, whichever may be the percentage we have to get add over here. So factory overhead, selling overhead is not given, so we are directly adding all these and we are getting total cost. Here opening and closing stock is also not tender sheet, because it is a tender sheet plus 10% of profit, because here also given 10% of profits, you can see. So the 10% of profit, 10% of cost will be considered as a profit. Now 19,900, 10% of 19,900 would be 9,990. Now adding this profit into cost, we are getting tender price, not a selling price. Mind you well, it is considered as a tender price because we have to find out the tender price. If you are eligible for tender sheet or tender or not, you can see on this basis. See, this is the tender sheet. First you have to prepare a cost sheet. On this basis you have to prepare a tender sheet. On the basis of this cost sheet we are finding out the tender price, and tender would be considered as a final sheet. So it is not only the answer, you have to prepare such type of data will be given in the question, and on this basis you have to prepare tender sheet. So another name of this sheet is also known as a flexible budget. Now next question number, that is question number 6, which is quite important. 5th is also important. We are going to question number 5th first. Yes. It is the IMP one. Mr. Raj Enterprise manufacture two types of pipes, A and B. Production cost for the year ended 31st March 2007. Here first we are getting two types of pipes are there. The data which is related to this pipe is given in the question. So pipe A and pipe B. So first we have to prepare particular type of pipe A, particular type of pipe B. Now raw material consumed 6,30,000. Total raw material consumed is given. So we have to divide how much amount of raw material will be used in type A and how much amount of used in type B. It is quite simple. Here it is given direct material per unit. The word per unit is given for type A, consists 4 times as much as of type in B. It means that whatever amount may be used in type B, 4 times will be used in type A. So we are calculating notes over here. So cost of raw material A, B. If we are using one components in pipe B, we have to multiply it with pipe 4 with pipe A, because here it is given in the question 4 times. Yes. So we can say that how many type of production of type A. There is 7,500 types of pipe A and 7,000 will be the type production of type 12,000 will be the type of pipe B. Here the production is the sales, production and sales. So we have to multiply 7,500 multiplied by 4 and 1,000 multiplied by 4. So 30,000 is to 12,000. It means 5 is to 2. The cost of raw material would be divided in this ratio. It is 4,50,000 and 1,80,000. We are putting over here 4,50,000 and 1,80,000. Here is the unit. We have to write 7,500, and in the unit we have to write 12,000. So how we can find out the raw material per unit cost? That is 7,500 will be divided from this 4,50,000 divided by 75,000. It means 60. 1,80,000 divided by 12,000. It means 15. Same way, the next one is direct wages. The total amount of direct wages 2,94,000. We have to divide into the direct wages per unit for type B, where 60% is those of type A. If direct wages is 100, let 100 for A, then 60% of A is B. It means 100 is to 60. We have to multiply it with unit. So 7,50,000, 72,000. The ratio would be 25 is to 24. 2,94,000 will be divided 1,50,000 and 1,44,000. Again we have to put 1,50,000 and 1,44,000 divided by unit, divided by unit. See, it is quite simple. We have to divide same direct expense and factory indirect expense in this way. On this basis you have to prepare only cost sheet, nothing else. It is quite simple. You have to divide only to this expense, and other expense like factory overhead, office overhead, which is directly given in the question. If it is not given, then we have to find it out with this formula, that is percentage of factory overhead and percentage of office overhead. Thank you everyone. Again, same question number 6, it is in your homework because it is same like question number 5. Thank you.